David, just what I'm sure you and the boys would have wanted, a clean sheet home win after, we won't mention it, but after what happened this time last week, feels a long time ago, but you must be delighted with that response.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think now with the two performances after this game where we don't any longer like to speak about, we can put this game to bed now. I think the players have done fantastic today, worked very hard, played out of their structure exactly what they should do, or from their structure exactly what they should do, play to their pattern in ball possession. We looked absolutely in control, were able to create our moments, even if in the first half maybe this final pass to create the clear-cut chances was not as often on as we wanted. But I always had the feeling we control the game, we can create, we defended very well in the first half. Second half, obviously, we had this one moment where Gani kept us in the game. But this is just great to know you have one of the best, or maybe the best goalkeeper in the league in your goal. And afterwards, I think we create moments, had our shots, scored two wonderful goals as well, and we deserved this win. We controlled it. I really liked the game management. We criticized ourselves for the game management against Stoke, and the players learned their lesson on this as well, as they learned their lessons from the last away game where we played totally out of our structure, where we were not in position, where we didn't play to our strengths. Today they've done it with a lot of focus and concentration, with a lot of effort. This is why I'm absolutely delighted about this performance and about the win as well, because nobody should underestimate it's a lot of football at the moment which they play, and then to be as focused as they were and concentrated and to play out from their structure was just great to see.
Just give us, because obviously the game's done now, what was in your mind in terms, because you made one change basically to the starting lineup from the Plymouth game. Was it to those other lads just go and there's an opportunity to just show what you're about rather than, or what was you thinking, why you didn't go basically higher in terms of changes?
Because we wanted to have fresh legs, and obviously most of them didn't start on Wednesday. This was not that I said to them, listen, you have to correct something and this is why you get the shirt again. It was all about make sure that we have freshness and make sure that we have a clear idea again, the idea which we have since the start of the preseason, to show this again. They've done it the first step on Wednesday in the Cup. Today they confirmed it, or confirmed they only went back to their normal structure, and this was a one-off which you don't like to have, and everybody has seen what happens if you don't do it in your structure, in your pattern, and the players learned absolutely their lessons out of this. This is what they've shown today, and it was clear our idea that we said, this was more where we have spoken about, we said, listen, in the past we sometimes have the feeling if we did not score in the first 25-30 minutes with everything what you invest, that we then start to struggle a little bit and lose our head. So make sure you are structured, play to your pattern. In modern games, the game time is 100 minutes sometimes or more. You have very good quality, and if you do play to your pattern, then you can control games, you can create moments, and you will score at one point, because we have goal scorers in our squad, and you can defend proper as well, and fight for clean sheets. And this is why I'm so happy today, because it looked a very, very solid, very controlled performance.
You said there at the outset, Gunny probably isn't a better keeper in this league. Would Gabby Zara in his position fall into that category as well? Just a word on him today, not just the goal, but his all-round game.
Yeah, he is a perfect example for, if he plays to his strength from the pivot position, very structured. He is so dangerous for goals from this position and can take care of the ball, can pass all ranges, short passes, medium passes, long passes, and as we've seen today, he can compete in the air as well. And he is untypical for a Brazilian maybe. He has this British fighting spirit as well, and this is why it's just great to have him in the team.
What was you thinking in terms of the change you did make? Puerta on the left and then Johnny Rowe maybe down the middle. What have you seen there that felt both of those aspects could work today?
Yeah, I think Shemi has done okay. I think he has not shown often enough, and he can do this much more. His totally strength with speed. I think his second half was better than the first one. Defensively, he worked hard, which was very important to keep our shape. We said before the game, I called Johnny and Farsi in my office and said, listen, I know that both of you can play as a striker with Farsi. I've seen it in Switzerland when I worked with him in Bern, and Johnny Rowe has done it in the preseason as well. It's clear and obvious that we have some problems on the striker positions with the injuries which we have, and Uju and Eden Aida will not play every game from the start 90 minutes. This is impossible, so we have to support them. And today I said, listen, you two guys play the second striker position. One plays wide, the other plays the second striker, because we are capable of doing it. And I think both have done it great. I think at the end of the day, Johnny played a little bit more centrally rather than Fassi. But both are able to support Adam and Uju, that they as well can be as fresh as possible with so many games which we have, and so less strikers, if it makes sense.
Yeah, just final one for me. Nice to get Danny and obviously Borja on again after midweek. With Borja, you've got this game here tomorrow now. You said you've had to probably make a decision after today's game. Is it likely he will get a decent run out tomorrow, Borja?
Yeah. Both of them will play tomorrow because they need minutes for different reasons. Borja for sure because of his injury which he had, and then he trains well, trains a lot, but at the minute when you have so many games, you don't play on bigger spaces, and he needs game time in bigger spaces to have a feeling for the distances. And this is why we decided, and to be fair to him, he asked if he can play some minutes, that he will get some minutes like Borja tomorrow as well.
David, we were talking a few weeks ago about Jack Stacey's commitment going forward. I think we saw it today on the other side with how well Dimi Giannoulis played in the advanced areas. What was your take on his display today and the threat that he offered and the cross indeed for the first goal?
Yeah, I think both of our fullbacks were very active offensively today and very solid defensively as well. Obviously great that Dimi got an assist in this situation, but I think both of them have done well. Not only today, from my point of view, more or less over the whole season since the season started.
Dimi just told us his last goal came when it was a Champions League goal quite a while ago. He says he's not proud of, but do you think, and he almost scored in the first half, do you imagine he has it in him to score and contribute? Yeah,
today he was close, wasn't he? Which game it was? I think Millwall, where he was close as well, where he was close to score. So obviously at the minute, Jack already has done it. This is maybe why Dimi is so keen on his first goal as a fullback on the left side as well. But both of them played fantastic today. Defensively, super solid, and offensively, they always tried and invested today to get us in the final third in the red zone, where we normally then can get some good crosses.
Because you think, as you said, with the striker situation, goals need to come from other sources. Do you think someone like Dini's got it in him, to score goals? Has he got that?
Yeah, in general, yes. And he is very warm, welcome, and invited to do so if he can.
Yeah. All right, thank you, everybody. Thanks for your help.